Welcome everyone to another video, and in this video we are going to be going over my Pokemon collection. So I've been playing this game for almost 4 years. Be 4 years, 9 days since the recording of this video. I think I'll upload the same day, and as you can see, I've caught almost 600,000 Pokemon. I spun over 550,000 Pokestops, I should say. I've done over 13,000 legendary raids and over 2,000 regular raids. For those that don't know, especially if you subscribed after I've posted PvP content, I used to love doing raid challenges, taking down, being the first person in the world to have video proof of taking down Flareon by one person, soloing Flareon, doing the first Lugia trio, etc., like a bunch of different duos and trios of legendary and non-legendary Pokemon. I still enjoy doing it. I just don't post any videos in regards to it because my content's focused on PvP now. So, and as well, I've had a chance to travel all around the world, several different countries, several different places, and play Pokemon Go. So that certainly has allowed me to collect a lot of really interesting Pokemon and keep them in my storage for memory. So I'm going to be going over my Pokemon collection. Let's go over some high-level stats. First, how many shinies I have in my bag. So I have almost 600 shinies. A lot of them are legendary. So you see here, go shiny and legendary. You can see 129 of them are legendaries. Some of them I do have powered up, like 2 Kyogres and Lugia. Most of them I do not have them powered up. Some of them, maybe one of them I use for Ultra League. So I guess that is powered up, but just not maxed out. But I've done a lot of raids, even when legendaries were out, and then as well, I also because I get this question a lot on stream, so people want to know. I have 51 100% legendaries, and I probably have had like 9 run away from me or escape. Yeah, so I've probably encountered about 60 out of 13,000. That's like about average. So no complaints on my side. Definitely averages out in the long run for me. So I'm going to be going over my collection. I'm hoping this video will be around half an hour long. We'll see. I've already been rambling for about 3 minutes and have hardly showed any Pokemon. So let's go over my collection. I think my collection is pretty interesting because, I spent a bunch of time posting videos, taking down gyms back when they were like these 10 stack towers and took like an hour to take down. I also spent a lot of time doing raid challenges, and as well I spent a lot of time doing PvP. So if you're watching right now, you obviously are aware of that. So but this is my collection. I've caught a lot of Pokemon over the years, done a lot of raids, been a lot of places, spent well over, I would say I probably spent around 100 and maybe 100 and almost 150 million Stardust. Maybe that's a little bit too much. Maybe 125 million. So I did spend about 100 million. Maybe about a year ago, I did a video going over my 100 million Stardust collection, or like cumulatively spent collection, not accumulating to it. I think the most Stardust I've ever accumulated was like 27 million or something like that. But now I keep my dust count much lower because I don't grind as much in terms of collecting Pokemon, and therefore not collecting as much Stardust. But let's go ahead and get started. So for Mewtwo, when Mewtwo was released in Legendary Raids, I had an opportunity to travel to many different places. So I traveled to New York City to play with my friend Noel. I traveled to Las Vegas to play with many of my friends out there. Earl, JoJo, a whole bunch of them, anyways, a whole bunch of them, and we did like a bunch of really fun stuff. I also had a chance to play in Germany and do a bunch of raids there and raid challenges. So those were a lot of fun. So, and Mewtwo is one of my biggest goals in Pokemon Go that I never got to accomplish. Well, not until recently. Since like Mewtwo returned again, most recent time was to actually duo Mewtwo, and I was super close to doing it. Then it stopped being an EX raids. Then it turned to like a tier 6 CP with like 50% more HP, etc., etc. So I traveled to many different places to do a bunch of different trios, all over Toronto, in New York City, and Las Vegas, and in Germany. So those were like a really cool experience. And when I was there, I also did a bunch of raids. So I also had a chance to travel to Texas to do an EX raid. So that was a lot of fun. So I got this 98% Mewtwo from there. And I also have this one from New York City, where I did a bunch of walkthroughing with Noel and his crew. If you don't know Noel, he is the first American player to reach 1 billion XP, and really tremendous guy. And he also streams on Twitch his grind. So I will include a link in the description or in the comment section with his live stream, so you can get a chance to follow along, because playing in New York City is amazing. Like, it's like the first time I got to play, I think it was like October 2016, because I used to go down to New York City pretty often for work, and it is amazing to play there in Central Park and Bryant Park, and the city is just so lively, and there's just so many Pokemon and so many Pokestops. It's like it was the first place that was just like absolutely insane, and I've really enjoyed playing there. And hopefully when all this COVID stuff is over, or whenever things are relaxed, or in a better situation, I will go down and visit and play again, because I really look forward to doing that. This one caught in Toronto, 98%. Fun fact, I've done over 1,000 Mewtwo raids, and I don't have a single 100% armored or not. But I have a bunch of 98%. So I think these are all like 15, 14, 98% ones. So I caught this one in Toronto. Caught this one in Germany. I was pretty excited about this one. I think I caught in the second last ball. We set the European record at that point in time. I think it was like 124 legendary raids. And then in Toronto, we had set, I think at that point in time, the world record, which was like 152 or something like that. I have the numbers listed off. So for those that are wondering, I do have a gacha that is collecting, catching Pokemon and spending stops for me right now. And then here, this one's the one I got in Vegas. So at that point in time, we set the record in Vegas, and I think the second highest amount, or the third highest amount in the US at that point in time, I think it was like 108. And it was the first time that I had raided in Vegas, and it was me and Cookdart doing the raids. So that was it was a lot of fun, really cool. And Earl was helping out as well. It was really cool to do raids in a new city, and try to do as many as possible, and trying to get in the raids that are on the Las Vegas Strip, because like the thing is, in Vegas the lights are forever long. Like in Toronto, most lights are like about 20 to 30 seconds. In Vegas, they're like 2 minutes, right? So like so it was a lot of fun trying to figure out and navigate the best way to do as many legendary raids as possible, and it was kind of fun to beat the record at that point in time. They've since beaten it, but it was a lot of fun playing with all my friends down there, and I really enjoy being in Vegas as well. Really great community there, and really great place to play Pokemon Go. This one got from a trade, and that's my Psystrike. That's my best Psystrike one. And then these ones I just maxed because they were from EX raids, and we were doing like different challenges with like solo XYZ Pokemon, solo Gengars with only Shadow Ball Mewtwo's, or a number of different challenges where we need to power up. I think it was like even like Latios, those type of things, like taking them down with Shadow Ball Mewtwo, which is why I have a bunch of them powered up that have very non-optimized IVs. I think I have like 18 Mewtwo's maxed out in total. So you can see here, there's a bunch of my EX raid ones. I've also probably maxed and traded, I would say like 7 or 8 Mewtwo's, because like some of them I traded to my friends, some of them I traded because like someone gave me like a legacy Gengar and they just wanted to Shadow Ball Mewtwo. But I've been very fortunate to being able to play this game pretty intensely and have a lot of resources to been allocated, and so it's always fun to trade someone like a maxed out legendary and see the reaction and them being pretty happy about it. So anyways, so as you can see, some of these are pretty terrible. And then the next set of Pokemon are going to be Kyogre and Groudon. Kyogre was the first legendary that ran for me that I really cared about, because Kyogre was like the first like really OP legendary. Maybe Raikou. Raikou was like pretty OP, but Kyogre was just like leaps and bounds better than everything else. I think they had just recently released given Waterfall to Gyarados. So, but when roughly before they released Groudon, and then Kyogre was obviously released after Groudon, but Kyogre was the first one's like, whoa, like this is like a really powerful Pokemon that had that I felt was like going to be really super strong, and it's been super strong ever since, and it hasn't been toppled as the king of the water for a while. Even when Kingler got Crabhammer and its theoretical DPS was higher, Kyogre was still reigned supreme, and it just has tremendous stats, and when it got Surfing, it made it even better. So this one, 100%. This is my slacking. So yeah, I don't know actually why I have this slacking. Oh, I only powered up this slacking because because of the community day move for slacking. And I was like, maybe one day having a body slam slacking will be useful. It's been absolutely just a waste of space, to be honest. And I hope that one day I accidentally transfer it, because it's kind of an eyesore to be put up with some of my best Pokemon, though I don't have the heart to do it on purpose. This is my 100% best buddy Groudon. This is my 100% best buddy Groudon that I elite TM'd and added Fire Punch to. I love Groudon as well. Some of the fun challenges that we did is that we trioed a Kyogre with Thunder using Groudon's with Solar Beam. I remember like waiting for it to be sunny weather, and then I remember checking the weather before I went to sleep, because the weather is like basically predicted like chunked in 8-hour blocks roughly. So basically Niantic presumably pulls down AccuWeather and then basically says like, okay, these next hours are going to follow this forecast. That's why sometimes it can be like raining outside and it'll say it's like sunny, because like obviously the forecast was just wrong. So I remember looking at it and saying like it was going to be sunny. This is like, I don't even know when it was, like maybe like April or something like that, or maybe March, where there wasn't a lot of sunny days in Toronto. And I remember looking up, it was sunny weather. And then I told my friends David Chang and Cooktar, saying it was going to be sunny at 6 a.m. This is like on a work day or Wednesday or something like that. And I remember letting them know, I'm like, hey, I'll pick you up at our normal meeting spot at like 5:50 a.m. And you know what? I love my friends. They, without hesitation, they're like, okay, we're game. And then we like there's not that many raids at like 6 a.m., right? Like exactly at 6 a.m. So, and we need to find one with Thunder, right? So we found one with Thunder, but it was like 20 minutes away. And then we did it. It took us like 3 tries, I think. And there's like almost no RNG, because Thunder does almost nothing to Groudon. But when we were able to do it, it was really, really fun raid challenges. I have a lot of really good memories. Not only like completing them, but also the memories of like planning it and coordinating with one another is a lot of fun. This one I also caught in Toronto. Yeah, these ones are all just caught in Toronto, my 100% Groudons. I have quite a few of them. What I have, like, I have 200% Groudons and 200%. Actually, I think I have 2 other Hundo Groudons that I haven't powered up because I already maxed out 6, like when it returned. Then this is another Mewtwo that I powered up. This is 98%. Another 98%. Yeah, another 98% maxed out ones. So really fun story. I think I got like 16 shiny Kyogres over the course of 2 days, including two 98% shiny Kyogres. So that was pretty crazy streak. I remember like live streaming it, and then I just kept getting them. I was like, oh, this is number 10, this is number 11, number 12, and it was okay, getting absolutely ridiculous. So that was kind of fun to do. Another Mewtwo, some more Groudons. As you can see, I have powered up some 96% ones because they were just the best ones I had, and I really wanted them for. I'm not even sure what raid boss I needed. Oh, I just needed them for that Kyogre challenge. So I'll just power up. As you can see here, when people ask me like what's the minimum IVs that I'll power up, and for me, it's if I need it, I'll do it. If I need it for a video, if I need it for a raid challenge, if I need it for some content, then I'll just do it. If I need it for a tournament, I need it for Go Battle League, then that's just the best one I have. For me, I can always get more Stardust and more rare candy, so I'm not too fussed on that, and as well like forces me to like continually grind. I also have 200% Dialgas. Dialga and Palkia is like the legendaries that like rekindled my interest in doing legendary raids, or really like trying to grind them out, especially after Rayquaza came out. Then we had like Latios, and Ho-Oh and Lugia a million times. And then when we got Dialga and Palkia, I really wanted some 100% ones, and I have 6 maxed out of each. And you can see here, this is my 100% one. This is the one I used for Masters. So I was pretty excited for that. This is my 100% Zekrom that was like super psyched about getting. I don't have it double moved yet, but it is best buddied. So I will have it double moved shortly. Actually I have 300% Dialgas. Nice. And then I have my 98% ones. And then here's my Palkias. 100%, 98, 98, 98, 98, 96. And then this is my 96% Garchomp that I recently powered up. I really wanted a Hundo, but this is the best one I had at the time. And then this is my not absolutely terrible, 12, 14, 14, because I just need it for some raid challenge or whatever, and then I used it in Season 1 Masters. It's still really good, but you can see there's like a pretty big difference between the two in terms of their stats. This is my 100% Ho-Oh that I caught with Melissa Zabowski. It's a lot of fun. I also have 6 maxed out ones because it is my favorite Pokemon, and it's also really good for like when we're doing like some like Wafu raids and you can't faint because it's really tanky. It's typing double resist like grass moves, so it can be quite useful. Rayquaza, I think I have 600% Rayquazas, but I think I only have like 4 of them powered up because I already had like 10 maxed out. I think I have like, after Mewtwo, I think this is my most common legendary powered up. I think I have like 18 maxed out Mewtwo's, and I have like a bunch that I powered up and traded. And then same with Rayquaza, I think I have like 10 maxed out, but I traded like 6 or 7 of them maxed out for friends I was visiting that didn't happen, or for lucky trades, or for just like regular trades. I remember when I was in Singapore, I needed a Shadow Ball Hypno, which was Legacy. I remember tweeting it out. Someone met up with me that was from Malaysia, and we met up, and he's like, oh, I just want a Rayquaza with like King tag on it. So I was like, okay, yeah, I can do that. So I just maxed it out, and then just traded it to him, and he was pretty excited to see that I was maxed out. Some more 100% legendaries. 100% Rayquazas, and then Tyranitar, obviously one of the most useful Pokemon for raids. Fortunately, it's not that good for PvP, but maybe one day in some restricted meta format, it will be good. So I have a bunch of 100% Tyranitars. Well, 3, I guess. 3. Two with Bite, 1 with Smackdown. And yeah. And then, Tyranitar, super useful, super tanky. Has really great both rock and dark attackers. It's been since been eclipsed in both fields by various Pokemon, but it's still a really great generalist. As you can see, here's some more Rayquazas, some more Tyranitars that I've powered up. As you can see, I powered up, I think I have like 12 maxed out, like 6 of them with Smackdown, 6 of them with Bite. I need 6 Smackdown ones. As you can see, they're like not necessarily, they're not like perfect IV ones, but I need them for some raid challenges when we were trying to duo. When we did duo Ho-Oh, and that was a lot of fun duoing it with Kesefcom and David Trang, two of my most favorite people that I've played Pokemon Go with. As you can see, some more maxed out Rayquazas. Latios, I also have 6 maxed out Latios. Just because like when you're doing some like fun raid challenges, they against dragon types, they do have Dragon Breath and Dragon Claw, which are actually not that great for raids, but a lot of fun to play with, and they have like some decent bulk to them, and like a not bad attack stat, kind of mediocre for a dragon type, but they're so I have 6 maxed out of them. So this is my 100%. This is my 100,000th normal type metal. As you can see, some more Latios maxed out just for different raid challenges. And they also have like a pretty unique type. I also have a bunch of 100% Dragonites. This is the one I use for Premier. This is the one with Dragon Tail Outrage. Most of them will have I think all of them will have Dragon Tail Outrage. So I think I have 6 maxed out. This is also the Dragonites that I use to duo Latios with Dragonites. So that was really fun. So obviously you could duo it with Rayquaza, but Dragonite has a lower attack stat, and like it took us like a million tries to do it. So it was definitely one of my most proudest duos to be a part of. So this is the Metagross that I powered up when we did like 8 unique in Snowy Mewtwo trio with Melissa Zabowski and David Trang. So that was really cool. So that's the reason why it doesn't have Meteor Mash. And then I have a bunch of Meteor Mash ones. As you can see, I'm using them right now for. I also did Beldum Day in Vegas, so I'm sure some of these are from. They might. I don't know if any of them are from Vegas actually, because I don't think I caught any good IV ones. Maybe I did. Oh no, I did in Germany. Sorry, I did in Germany. I did wherever Cyndaquil Day in Vegas, and then I did this one in Germany. So I caught this 98% in the Super Mall. That's since been like not sponsored anymore. So it was kind of a cool experience to play there before it was all taken away. So I remember catching this one. They're like, oh, there's 98%, and there was like a million of them. So just trying to find them was and it was very drifty there. It's a shiny one that I got, and then I also have. I think I have 600%. No, 400%. No, 4 maxed out and 100%. 4 maxed out Heatran, just because it was really good to go up against Dialga when it had Draco Meteor, because it resists all of Dialga's moves except for Thunder, obviously. But when it has Draco Meteor, it resists both Metal Claw and Dragon Breath. So it's quite useful. Here's my Dragon Breath, Dragon Claw, Dragonite, and this is my first Pokemon that I caught where I was freaking out. I remember having like someone's like, oh, there's a Dragonite, and we're playing out like by Jack Layton by the water, like the most popular place to play in Toronto early on. And I remember someone's like, oh, there's a Dragonite. We all run over. I tag it. I have like, I don't know, like 15 Great Balls. I catch it on like my very last Great Ball. I think I just got to level where you get access to Great Balls. And I remember like almost in tears catching it because I was so excited for it. And honestly, if I didn't catch this one, I don't know if I'd still be playing this game, because I used it so much in gym battles, and it was so much fun to use. Like, if you just remember, let me know down in the comment section below if you remember how OP Dragonite was in raids. It was like I remember this is how crazy it was. It's like it was better to take down a Snorlax with a Dragonite, then Machamp was super effective moves, like by a very wide margin, and I just loved. I loved it. It was great. Salamence, I do have 6 maxed out Salamence because I did some like. I remember someone was speculating that Rayquaza was going to be toppled because Salamence has both access to Draco Meteor and Outrage, and if you could like optimize it, and then I just proved that. Well, I proved in practicality that it's very difficult for Salamence to be able to out DPS Rayquaza, because Draco Meteor, yes, in theory, is a better move, but being a 1-bar move, there's lots of chances of not getting energy in time or wasting energy. So I ran both Draco Meteor and Outrage and tried to optimize it, but I proved, I don't know why this one has Bite, so let me just fast TM this one. Okay, I don't want Fire Fang. I think I did Bite for like some raid challenge I was doing. Okay, all right. Come on. Nope. There you go. Hopefully none of these also Bite. So I have like a bunch of maxed out Salamence. And I also remember like when it was Bag On Community Day, I think we caught like 300% Salamances off of lures, right? We were just grinding, and then I'd be like, oh, 100%. And then everyone's like, oh, yeah, 100%. It's crazy. Okay, why does this one have Fire Fang? I don't know why I have all these crazy moves on my Salamence. I guess I never use them anymore, but it was still worth it at that point in time to do that video. It's like one of my most popular videos. Whoa, okay. I guess good time to use some of my fast TMs here. I do have quite a few of them. Okay, Bite. Come on. There you go. I also have this 100% Darkrai. I also maxed out another Darkrai, which you'll see a little bit later on. But it was really cool to get this 100% Darkrai when it did return. Unfortunately, it's not that good in Masters. It's extremely glassy, but I still enjoy using it. Then there's some Rhyperiors. So I did have 6 maxed out 100% Rhydons, because we tried to trio Raikou with Rhydons, and we were like so close every time. I think I did with Feng Shui, and I forget who the third person was, but we were just so close, but we just couldn't. I can't remember if it was a trio or a duo. I think it was a trio. Oh, Leo. I think Leo was the third person. We were so close, but that's why I have them powered up. But I also like doing them for raids, because it's obviously resist all of Raikou's moves back then. So that's the reason why I have a bunch of them. As well, I have a bunch of them with Rock Wrecker, because they were really good for, I forget which, Reshiram, I think it was. Because as Rhyperior is actually quite tanky. We kind of know if you play PvP and you think about Great League and you use a Rhyperior, it's quite glassy there. But when you scale up to Master, it's actually quite tanky. So this is the one I did power up beforehand. And then here's the Lugia that I have powered up and maxed out. I do have 600% Lugias powered up. Not 600%, 6 maxed out Lugias, I should say. Just because they are like, it does double resist Mewtwo's Focus Blast. So it was really good for like when you had like Wafu, Mewtwo, and all that stuff. So really, really fun to do. Some more Rhyperiors that I powered up. And then this is the Terrakion 100% Swords of Justice. This is some more Lugias. This is one of the few shinies that I have powered up. I don't know why I have a double move. Maybe because I think we were doing some like shiny. I don't remember why I have them powered up. This is my Giratina Origin. I really love Giratina Origin. It's so good in raids, and as well it's very good in Masters. So I do have 6 of them powered up. I had 6 of them powered up because we did a duo of Origin versus Origin. So that was kind of cool to do. And when the moveset changed from being the same moveset as Altered to having Shadow Ball and giving that nuke, was like, it made a huge difference. It made Origin like way different in raids and way different in PvP. So that's cool. So as you can see, Here are all the origins I've powered up. This is my 98% that I got from one of the Meltan boxes. So I love using Melmetal in Masters. It's quite tanky. It's kind of like lower-ish on the attack, but it's when it got superpower, it became like one of the most meta Pokemon because it had the ability to check so many things. Rock Slide and Superpower obviously for all the fellow Steel types, and then Rock Slide hits for neutral against a lot of things, then as well hits super effective against Togekiss. And Rock Slide is a very good move, 45 energy, 80 base damage, and then Superpower's 40 base damage, 40 energy, 85 base power is very good. This is my 100% Zapdos. I think this is the first 100% legendary that I caught after like 700 raids or something like that. So I was when I encountered it, I was so nervous. And then I think like 2 raids later, I got like the 100% Lugia. I think this is like when all the birds were released at the same time. So as you can see, I have a meeting in about 10 minutes. So they're really reminding me. So let's go ahead and wrap up this meeting. Not wrap up this video. This is the 100%. No, these are all the. I do have 6 out, maxed out. Zapdos, maybe even 7, because I think a couple of them have Thundershock. This is my 100% Latias that I have powered up that I also caught in Texas. I also got did I get Latios as well? I'll have to double check. Anyways, some of these I have powered up because they had Thundershock, which obviously is a much better move. This is my. I do also have 6 maxed out Entei, or 8 now. We're almost 8. Entei, really tanky fire type. I forget which raid boss we used against, but I know it's. I think it was Regice. Regice for Blizzard, because it was unlike Moltres, it takes neutral damage from Blizzard as opposed resisted damage from Blizzard as opposed to neutral from Moltres, and so it was really tanky. So we were able to do more Regice raids. Plus, I like maxing out legendaries. So, and then here are my Moltres. A bunch of them have Overheat, and then a bunch of them have Sky Attack as well. This is my 100% Raikou. This was when I got this one, I was so excited. Like it was. First off, I think the legendary beasts, when the legendary birds came out, including Lugia, I thought the design is okay. I'm like not too crazy about Pokemon designs, but the legendary beasts have like incredible design. Like I think they've been since surpassed by like Zekrom and a few other Pokemon, but I do think like Raikou is like one of the coolest looking Pokemon. As you can see, this like compared to the legendary birds. So as you can see here, I have a bunch of them. We powered them up because we trioed Registeel, and I think we were trying to trio Regice. But unfortunately, we couldn't find a third person to do it. And you can see here all the Raikous I have powered up. Moltres. I also have a couple shadow ones. I also have I think 6 or 7 maxed out Gyarados. This is the one with Waterfall. This is the one with Dragon Breath I use in PvP. But Gyarados was really good against Groudon, especially one with Earthquake. So as you can see here, this one I got. This is the trade I did with Eevee Corny, where I traded her some Rayquazas, and they end up being lucky because she ended up trading me like really old Pokemon like a Voltorb, and then this Legacy Gyarados, or was Legacy at that point in time. There's Giratina Altered. I think I have 6 maxed out Giratina Altered, to be honest. Or actually, do I only have one? No, actually, I only have one. Togekiss maxed out, so super happy when I caught this Togetic. Mamoswines, I have like a lot of Mamoswines. As you can see, how many Swine Up Candy I have. I really love Mamoswine. Like every Ice type attacker was pretty mediocre. Like Jinx, super glassy. And then Articuno, very tanky, but really low attack. It was not that great. Some more Toadkisses, some more, and then these are some of the like unpowered up Pokemon. Then we got Rampardos. look, I love Rampardos. It's like so glassy. It kind of like reminds me of like the rock version of Gengar. So I have 6 maxed out, all pretty mediocre IVs. I also have this 100% Chandelure. I wish it was a little bit more useful because I really love the design of it. Unfortunately, it's not that great. And then this is my hidden power ice Porygon that I think we did like as part of like some like 24 unique Rayquaza duo or something like that. So this is my 100% with lock on. Yeah, some more. I love Excadrill too. I love a bunch of Pokemon as you can tell. So pretty neat. I have a bunch of. I think I have 3 Snorlaxes powered up, or maybe 2. Another Rampardos. My Mew. I wish it was a little bit more useful in Masters, but I did a lot of really fun raid challenges with Mew. Magnezone, I love using it in Premier. Celebi maxed out. I have my Espeon maxed out. This is the one that I used the name trick on, and I haven't renamed it since. Another Togekiss. This one actually has Hidden Power Dragon, and I got this traded from my friend Jade. So pretty cool. This is like an almost maxed out Snorlax. This is a maxed out Magmortar. I can't remember for what challenge I use this for. Glaceon, I use this in Premier. I haven't used it quite yet in any battles, but hopefully people will request it. Regirock, this is the one that I caught in Japan when I went down there in September for the Pikachu outbreak, Yokosuka Safari Zone. This is the or Go Fast, I should say. This is the one that I rated with like a bunch of like incredible Japanese players that I was really looking forward to raid with. Regice that I use in Masters. Vaporeon. I have like 6 maxed out Vaporeon because I forget what challenge we were doing. Anyways, we didn't end up doing it, and then we were so close. And then this is my maxed out attack form Deoxys or regular Deoxys. I think this is regular. Heracross. I think I had like 4 or 5 maxed out because I used it to duo Tyranitar with Elusive Flip very early on. I wish I had that recording because it's super epic. I have a bunch of maxed out Gardevoirs and Galades because I like dropping them in gyms because not a lot of people have them, and as well they're very good gym defenders, and they're also like they're just very good gym defenders. Probably they've been since eclipsed by Togekiss as 100% Electivire. I traded for so many Electivires before it came out because we knew that it was going to be really good because it had Wild Charge, Thundershock, and Wild Charge, and has slightly higher attack than Raikou. So I have so many of them powered up, and we used it to do a duo of Kyogre, so that was a lot of fun. Here's Alakazam. I have 6 of them powered up just because I really like Alakazam as well. I have a bunch of, I think I have like 10 maxed out Machamps just because they're really good for raid challenges and when we need to do some duos and stuff, right? So maybe I'll break up this video in 2 parts because I do have to end this video in a little bit. And then I have a bunch of Articunos that I've maxed out to use it for Rayquaza. Rayquaza duo. So, and then Flareon. I have a bunch maxed out because we did. I forget what challenge we did. Anyways, with Eevee Corny, one of her favorite Pokemon is, as you can tell by the name, is Flareon, and she's Valor. So, and this is the Arcanine that I used for Premier. I think it's 98%. I have a bunch of maxed out Executors, and also have a bunch of Alolan eggs, which I really like as well because they're pretty unique moveset and typing. Dragon Grass, is pretty cool, and plus they're pretty funny looking. Some more Flareons, Donphan, Melodic. I don't even know what I use this Donphan for. I have a double move for whatever reason. And then Melodic, 100% that I really like using. Weavile. I also have I think I have 6 maxed out Weaviles. This is a regular. Maybe I don't. Maybe I just have 1 maxed out. And then this is my RK9 that's... Is it maxed out? Yeah, I used it to drop in gyms early on. And then I have a bunch of Agrons that are maxed out as well. So anyways, I'll leave this as part 1. Maybe if this video gets to, let's say, 1,000 likes, I will do a shiny slash shiny or PvP version. Let me know down in the comment section below. In the PvP version, I'll also go over the IVs that I have in my collection, so you can see which ones are good, which ones are bad, which ones I've since replaced, so you can just get a sense of my collection overall. Anyways, thank you again for watching. If you like this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see everyone in the next video.